still a heck of a lot of fun. So all good.
I'm just trying to promote my picks for Max Profits. You know how it goes.
How dare you?
And he's going to launch a new brand called New Louisville today. Welcome, everyone, to episode 233 of the Mashup, the best bourbon conversation Anthony and Kenny are going to hear all week long. We're your hosts, Steven, and Kenny and Anthony. Hello.
Hi. Hey. What's going on? What are you gentlemen doing?
Oh, just, watching UK go up and down in the rankings here.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Win a good one, lose a bad one. Win a good one, lose a bad one.
It's
lost the bad
just
one.
Just chilling.
Yeah.
Pretty much we're rapidly approaching March, though. I mean, it's crazy.
Close.
We're here.
Yeah.
We're here. So it's I don't know what to say about those guys. I love the team. I like Pope, even though I think that sometimes he'd rather make the refs cookies than criticize them, or have his wife make cookies for the refs. I need a little more fire. At least maybe there is fire. I just don't see it. He needs to get thrown out of the game.
He's a nice guy. Really nice guy.
Yeah, he is.
Maybe too nice sometimes, depending on. But then again, you never know. It might come in handy, because think about with
Thomas Handy,
with Jackson's handy. Think about with Cal, and we had a couple certain refs that we would always get the absolute worst calls,
right?
Because they hated Cal so bad.
That's true.
So maybe Pope, being on the good side might be okay.
I mean, I've heard there's some. He's gotten fiery in the locker room at halftime a couple of times.
Yeah, what was that? About a month ago when he broke a chair or something at Ole Miss and
I think he was trying to make a point.
Trying to make a point.
Yeah.
It's I mean, honestly, we had a lot better season so far than what we thought we would have.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
What did he win? We won already 7 or 8 against top 15 teams.
Yeah.
He set a record or something.
Tied or set the record?
Set the record.
Yeah.
So, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's great, but it's just, it hurts to be in a game at the very end, you're actually winning the whole game, and then just you kind of fall apart, lose it. Not like the other team played better. You just literally can't dribble the ball anymore, and you dribble it off your own leg, or you're throwing it away, and just
no one's paying
silly
attention.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
You're inbounding.
Yeah. So that's just not on Texas loss hurt, man.
Yeah.
That was good.
Crazy.
Yeah. That was not a fun
because that's one where you had 2 of your starters out, but you were in control of the whole game.
And I felt we were going to win this.
You were in control of the whole game.
We were up 5 or
want to
7.
Throw it away at the very end.
Literally throw it away.
That hurt. So stuff like that. But March Madness is here.
I know.
As long as we're healthy, I think we have a good shot to do anything.
That's true. And I do have to say that it's still the most exciting time that I've experienced, other than winning the national championship, which, if we can go back for a second, right? We have to go back for a second. I was brand new in 2011, 2012 when we won the national championship.
It's quite a year to come into.
First year here. I don't know if I've ever talked about this, but we literally, coming from Northeast Ohio and not having a championship to celebrate like that, the closest thing that I was just reminiscent about this the other day with one of the dads at basketball that I've talked about previously, Michael. He was talking about the good times with UK basketball, talking about DeMarcus Cousins and Wall, and how I think he was a student like a year before, so he might have just been out of college or whatever, still in the area, and talking about how awesome it was to be hanging around when those guys were, the kicking things off with what UK basketball became after Billy Gillispie. Mm-hmm. For me, it was at Kent State, right? So my buddies and I at Kent State went to every single basketball game, because from the time we were freshmen in 2000 to 2004, Kent State had 2 runs in the NCAA tournament, one where they went to the Elite 8. So little old Kent State with Memorial Convocation right in the middle of campus, the gym's in the middle of campus, holds 6,300 people. That's it. It's tiny.
That is.
And we were at every single game. Like, if you weren't at a game, everyone's like, where are you at? And so we were like the basketball fanatics, and we got to see them run all the way through to the Elite 8, and it was an awesome time. And for me, I'd never experienced anything like I experienced here with basketball the first year I was here. Like, we went, we were living on the corner of Tate's Creek and Man-O-War, and with that apartment complex there, and we went across the street to Fan Outfitters. I don't know if it was Fan Outfitters then or not. It was Fan Outfitters at midnight to get our T-shirts, right? Wow. And it was so fun. Like, it was like, oh my God, we've arrived. We're champions, right? And so coming from Northeast Ohio, I hadn't experienced anything like that. And that was the Anthony Davis year, of course, and Lamb and all those guys and Terrence Jones, right? And so, I don't know. If we get a chance to experience something like that again, not saying it's going to happen this year, but that would just mean so much more second time around, especially with the kids and everything like that now. Like, I had no kids then. But it was really fun because we were hanging out with a bunch of transplants, also Northeast Ohio people, and we got to experience it the first year we were here. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of it's a great start, but it's also a bad start.
Yeah, I know.
It's only
Nothing
down
can
from
go
there.
down.
Yeah. I will say this. I've never owned a full uniform of any team ever. And I went out and bought a full uniform that I would wear during tournament time, Kentucky gear.
Wow.
I would be in full shorts and jersey for like the next 3 years, and we'd never win it again.
Coming in hot, Anthony. Coming in hot.
Yeah.
It's better than like you getting one of those sweat outfits to like lose weight. Like a UK one.
What is this? I'm getting attacked over here. I think these guys are speaking loud and clear to me. I think I could get in better shape. But honestly, what were you guys doing then? Like, I don't know. Like, how'd you celebrate that championship? Like, because I didn't know either of you then. I didn't know if you cared as much that you do now or whatever.
I love it. Yeah, I was all into it.
I was at Drake's in Hamburg.
Okay.
With everyone, and that's where I watched it.
Awesome.
I have no idea where I was then, but I mean,
Kenny doesn't know.
Nah, I mean, I've always followed UK basketball a lot, and after the Billy G years, that was rough. So when Cal came along, it was great. Whole John Wall, the whole Cousins years, and then still can't believe we lost a couple of those years, but
yeah, 2015
Anthony
was
Davis
tough.
was just a special dude. It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was a crazy year.
Yeah, I always one of my favorite memories with that team, because I was new on campus, and you guys will be like, this is not a favorite memory of any sort, but for me it was. So being that my exposure to college basketball was Kent State, and then at Penn State, I went to maybe 1 or 2 games because Penn State wasn't good at basketball, right? I went to football games. So I was walking out of Patterson Office Tower, that really large building on campus, and the way those doors are, they've always been janky, and they never work right, and they kind of got an automatic catch. And so I was like so I used my back to open the door because it was heavy, and I spun around, and I run right into Terrence Jones's chest because he's coming into the building. It's like, run into him, and he gives me a whoa, little buddy. Like, hey, little buddy. like I'm a tiny dude,
right.
But I am a tiny dude next to Terrence Jones because he's like a 6'9", 10 power forward. And I'm like, and he was like just in sweatpants and like a t-shirt, And I'm like, so that was just pretty cool. And so I had like a couple of brushes with those guys on campus the year they won the championship. And to me, I didn't know anything. I didn't know any better. I was just like, I'm just here, just kind of soaking it in. So it was cool. Used to walk past Anthony Davis like clockwork at the same place, same time, all the time. And then one time I'm like, I'll take this Sports Illustrated. I haven't get it autographed. Never saw him again. Never saw him again.
That's crazy.
But yeah, man. So yeah, I'm hoping for good things for UK basketball.
I mean, there's something to be said about watching it with people at a bar.
Right.
Like, obviously, I remember where I was when they won it.
Right.
Kenny does not.
Well, I remember
Where I was.
Yeah.
I was in my apartment with my wife and my buddy and his wife. It was the 4 of us watching it, and we were just loving it. What's it say? Jeez, so where do you find this stuff? Kenny, with
It's a war wagon.
Social media meme. Diabetes. That's terrible. Oh, that's great. Anyway,
What old Mac McClung winning the NBA dunk contest
that was ridiculous.
3 years in a row.
Jumping over a car. That was fun.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Oh, yeah. He jumped over a car.
What was funny, though, I didn't see that. So he's won the NBA dunk title or dunk contest 3 years in a row.
Right.
He only has 2 dunks in game ever
Oh, really?
in the NBA.
I know.
He's more of a practice guy.
The other thing that's funny is he wears
G
some,
League.
Oh, he's G League?
Yeah, they actually
Okay.
bring him up to, yeah.
Oh, man, that's funny. I know he wore some Pumas. I always watch him what the guys are wearing the shoes. And those Pumas I saw he's wearing, I'm like, oh, I never know Pumas in the basketball game. I looked them up. They're like $250 shoes.
Dude, I need new basketball shoes.
There you go. Maybe you need to look at Puma's.
I think I might. I saw where Jokic came out with his shoes.
Okay.
So I'm looking at some of those. I mean, I tried. I went to the mall and tried like 8 different pairs of shoes over 3 or 4 different stores, and they're not comfortable.
Yeah.
They're just not wide enough.
Totally look at the Pumas, because the Pumas have a sole on them that I remember from runners and stuff like that. That is a pretty classic sole they have, and they are wide, so you probably can get those. But you don't spend $250 on a pair of.
I don't mind spending money if they're good, but best thing I found was like an Air Max, and it fit great. Other than it was just a hair bit not wide enough. Went to Nike's website, and they don't make them in a wider size either.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Wide shoes you need. You're getting old now.
I mean, you know,
I'm going to be getting old
dude.
too.
You know what I wear, man?
Yeah.
Friggin' Brooks. There's nothing like Brooks.
I know.
I wish Brooks made basketball shoes.
And for clarity, Kenny buys like a lot of shoes that he likes, so he'll buy like the 10 pairs to back up.
Dude.
Backups for his backups.
It is. So I posted on Facebook a couple weeks ago my Carl Kanai boots that I found in the bottom of my closet.
Yeah.
And all my boys growing up, we called them Kenny Kanais, man. 'Cause I was Carl Kanai out.
Those are some boots, man.
Well, but in that same closet I found, I'm down to 2 black pairs of Brooks and one blue pair of Brooks that all my backups.
Really?
So I'm getting low, man.
Getting low.
Getting low. I have to go find another deal.
You know what's funny? We talk about Carl Kanai boots. I had lugs. I remember I had lugs boots. That brand, Lugz.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was funny. I remember my wife, when she met me, I still may have had a pair of lugs. I couldn't remember if it was, early college days or high school. And she's like, "What are you wearing?" I was like, "Yeah." I'm like, got that nice style.
Yeah. Well, I also found my chocolate Jordans.
Oh, okay.
Jordan boots. My actual chocolate Jordan boots. Dude, they're dope. Have you seen those?
Dang.
And I got my regular Timberlands in there too. So
nice.
Got my little Timbos. So I'm going to have to redo those Carl Kanai boots. So oil them up and clean them up.
There you go. Kenny's going to be back in the saddle.
Walking around, kicking people again.
Just kicking people. Anthony, I believe we have another review.
Yeah, this is kind of a review. It's kind of an endorsement, but we wanted to read it because a couple weeks back, if you remember, we had a review that was still a 5-star review, but it was critical. And we spent some time addressing that, talking about it. But then we had a listener, Mason R. And Mason sent us a Facebook message, and he said, "Just wanted to throw in that I love Best of Blinds. I view it as a service to us, not us." And he said,
"Watch it."
He said, "I can't buy all 66 bottles. Want to make sure the 5 to 10 I get are worth it." He said, "Bought New Riff 8-year solely on your rating and the fact that it's cheap, and very glad that I did." And so he was kind of, I guess, listening to what we said, hearing that review and responding. So I wanted to highlight him because I felt that was a really positive comment. I told him we appreciated it. And, I asked him naturally if he got one of our picks. I couldn't remember if he was one of the people who got the randomizer. He said he did and really liked it. We had a good back and forth. But that was really nice of him. So, we appreciate that. And it's always good to hear some positive feedback when you hear the critical feedback as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we kind of said when it happened, is that, not everyone can get all these bottles.
Right.
So if you happen to find your, one, then here's like a round table of people with good palates that can tell you if it's good or bad, and count it down from 60 whatever to number 1.
Exactly. And that's kind of what we try to do. So the fact that people are finding it helpful, Mason, I'm sure, is not the only one out there. Maybe just capture the essence of what it is that we're trying to do, and that means the world to us.
And it's only 1 or 2 episodes the whole year. So
right, exactly.
So it's not like it's a lot.
And 1 or 2 episodes the whole year, expensive episodes from the pocketbook, and those that still a heck of a lot of fun. So all good.
I'm just trying to promote my picks for Max Profits. You know how it goes.
How dare you?
And he's going to launch a new brand called New Louisville today.
New Louisville.
That's a sore subject right there.
Oh,
Amin is poor guy. He's having to go through with them down there.
are you serious?
Yeah, the whatever who owns Nulu, Hazel Bakers or whatever it is.
Yeah.
They actually launched a brand called New Louisville.
Are you serious?
You not seen that?
Oh,
No, I was just joking around.
He was joking.
Oh my gosh, dude, that's pretty crappy, man.
Oh, man.
pretty bad. So,
Dang.
he's having to go through it right now with that crap.
Oh, man.
Well, that sucks.
Stupid. It's crazy.
He should release something like New Louisville.
Yeah, but I was.
But we know New Louisville will at least have 15, 20 bottles at launch, right?
But I was just teasing.
They're going to
about,
finish them in
my
35
picks.
different barrels?
Yeah.
That's funny. Oh, I didn't know that. Well,
I definitely appreciate that review, that little shout out.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, like we just do it just to. I was always looking for the best whiskey, no matter what. Even before I started joining you guys on the podcast, you know.
Right.
So,
right.
just like that Evernorth Essence Rhino pick we had last week, just kind of showcases, man. There's a $65 bottle
I've been thinking about it all week.
that is 6 years old.
Yeah.
Right.
That is absolutely incredibly stupid. Like, wow. You know,
It's gold.
so you just got to look for those kind of things and find that in your market. You might find multiple things like that we don't have up here. And, you know, vice versa. Just so always be looking for that one little knockoff, man.
There you go.
And if you'd like a shout out, just leave us a review on Amazon, Spotify, Apple, or just text Kenny. And next time we record, we'll give you a shout out.
8675309. That's my number. Text me.
Wait, what's the area code?
502.
Okay.
502.
So what are we doing tonight, guys? I didn't really see any show notes from Mr. Ant Dog like usual.
I know I couldn't really be executive producer of this show because I figured it would just kind of write itself. But as I guess luck would have it, or good fortune, or whatever you would say about it, we have constantly said it'd be nice to have some support from our listeners, and you guys have delivered.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, the backlog at this point.
I know. So we are finally getting to blinds that were given to us by Mr. Sanch D.
Nuts.
And
I can't help it. Whenever I hear the name, that's what I think of. Go ahead.
well, Sanch is a very big supporter of ours. He also is local, meaning that he is from Kentucky. Well, not from Kentucky, but he's living here. And I've had the good fortune of meeting him a handful of times. And the last time we got to meet up, he gave me a bunch of blinds for us. And I thought it was really nice. And he's been listening to us, supporting us for a long time. And so now we're up to maybe this is like the 4th or 5th time, I think, that we've had blinds that we've done from listeners. And the last one was from Ryan R. And we had a grand time with those
That was
blinds.
good. That was wild.
It was a lot of fun. But tonight, thank you, Sanch. We only have 3 blinds, which is much more, what's the best way to put
Manageable?
it? Less taxing.
Okay.
So, yeah, we're really excited. We're going to get into it. But he gave us these nice sample bottles, Liquid Ministry sample bottles. And he gave us, 4 ounces of each, even though we don't need 4 ounces of each. So
Yeah.
that was very nice of him. So we've already poured them out. We have an A, B, and C. We have a sealed envelope here, which someone will have the chance to do the honors on.
Ba-da-da-da.
Dun-dun-dun. So we're just going to kind of get into it here, I think, right?
So I just buy the standard amber-colored Boston Rounds off Amazon
Right.
from, was it GBO Glass Bottle Outlet or something?
Right.
These Liquid Ministry, there is nothing like them. They are the best by far. I'm
They're gorgeous.
just too cheap to buy them.
Yeah.
They are thicker glass. They're a wider mouth. It's easier to pour into.
They got markings.
They got markings for ounces. And even though they're called 2 ounce, they actually hold 2 1/4, 2 1/2, I believe.
Yeah.
And even the cap is the nicer screw cap. But I'm just too cheap to buy them.
Well, I think with that ringing endorsement you just gave, maybe we can get a sponsorship for the mashup, and they can just give them to us for free.
They ought to do that.
They should.
They're probably
Along with Plan A and Waterboy
Waterboy.
and Z-Biotics.
That's right. And Blue Chew. That's always Kenny's joke, so I just
Yeah.
wanted to capitalize on that. Okay, stop it.
You're being awfully hard on me, Anthony.
Ah. Pun intended. Okay, make sure you write down your.
All right, so
I'm
we're
gonna start nosing.
So nosing?
Yeah.
We got A, B, and C. 1, 2, 3.
I should actually write A, B, C this time, so we don't call it
Yeah,
1,
maybe
2,
left, right,
3.
center.
Left, right,
Actually, I'm
center.
gonna go T, U, and V. I'm doing T, U, and V. You guys can do whatever you want to do.
Okay, T. You jerk.
I'm
right.
going XYZ.
Here
Screw
we
you
go.
guys.
So I'm still using these small Glencairns, so it's going to be a little tougher for me to...
I told you, get some more glasses.
Kenny, I'm just having fun with
so
you,
I'm
man.
gonna do H-proof distillate, I guess, and first, second, third place.
Okay.
Although that one blind he gave us that one episode was horribly bad, so I'm hoping he didn't pour his bad ones here.
Oh, Chattanooga.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, he gave us that bottle. But I mean, here's the thing: Chattanooga is doing crazy things. It's not his fault. He didn't make the whiskey. He just gave it to us. And
I think he
wanted
was
us to
testing us though. He just wanted to see if we said, "Oh, it's great, it's good."
You think so?
I think he might have been testing us.
He was testing us. That's what it is. Trying to catch us sleeping.
Hey, look across the table over there. I forgot to tell you about it.
What is it?
See that pink wax?
Yep.
Yeah.
TKO.
Who's that from?
It's a group I'm in, and I'm hoping it does something close to that TKO we had last year that finished so good. And we'll see.
Dang.
I got that in though last week.
I know some local people who would trade you undervalue for that. I can't help myself sometimes.
You're so bad.
I am. Hey, 2 OWA store picks for that TKO. Goodness gracious. Well, I like the nose the best on 3, but I'm having a hard time here.
So you like 3 the best so far, huh?
The nose, just ranking
No,
nose. I'm going to do my nose ranking here. Sorry, C.
So far, I've liked A the best.
That's my number 2 nose. I hope you put some Wellers in here because, it's one thing I love is the Wellers. And people
Probably got the gift shop.
that don't think that Wellers has an S on it don't know enough about whiskey because at one point in time it did say Wellers on the bottle.
Kind of like Kroger's.
Yep. Kroger's. I still say Kroger's. You say Chipotle's?
Dude, speaking of Kroger.
Uh-oh, here we go. We got a beef coming up.
It's
Grind your
expensive.
gears. He looks like he's really upset.
We do most of our grocery shopping at either Sam's or Costco. Hit it up and do a big bulk of it.
Right, we do too.
And we do little fill-ins at Kroger, Meijer, stuff like that. Well, I hate when I go in for something and I'm going in for one item, maybe 2, but usually just one item, and they have it on special to where you got to buy like 5 to get the discount. And I'm like, I don't feel like walking up and down the aisles to find out get
Things
other
you want.
items to get that.
Yeah.
But I also don't want to overpay. So I bought 5 coffee creamers today.
No, Jesus.
5.
I only wanted 2, but I had to buy 5 to get the
Are
discount.
you going to finish them before they go bad?
Yeah, I looked at the date. It was like July. But that's annoying, man. That's why I like Sam's and Costco. The price is a little bit lower, and you just buy one of something if you want and whatever. But yeah, going to Kroger and with 5 coffee creamers. I didn't feel like going up and down the aisles trying to find out like 3 other items that would qualify for the same discount.
But every time you pick up something at Sam's or Costco, it's $10 to $15.
Well, it's a little bit bigger purchase too. Yeah, it's true.
It's like, do we really need, 16,
Yes.
16 pounds of beef jerky? Of course.
That's another one I'm picking on. I'm angry right now.
What? Did you say that you're
I was pissed.
You're pissed and angry?
You got the little Alves beep in there.
There you go. I might not. I might just leave it in there.
Snake River Farms, man.
What happened?
They have got the best beef sticks and some of the best beef jerky. They're always sold out
At where?
on Snake River Farms. It's their website.
Oh, website. Okay.
And I signed up for the email. Like when they get it back in stock, it's literally it's like allocated bourbon, dude.
Okay.
I get an email saying that's back in stock. I go click it, sold out. Like
Really?
it is like allocated bourbon.
I mean, I think we just found another sponsor.
It is crazy.
So I want Snake River, all the things we mentioned, and I want Rectech too because I like my smokers. So I want Rectech to sponsor us. If we say it, it will be so. Can you imagine us reading a discount code for Rectech? That would be the balls.
We'd have to like speed up really fast.
So A, I just tasted A, and A tastes like a regular old 100 proof bourbon. Could be wrong, but
I put 105 to 110,
yeah,
and it had a slight sweetness, but then it kind of went away into like an earthy dirt.
right.
So I thought it might have been either craft or finished in something.
Okay.
I don't know. That's the only one I've tasted so far.
Yep.
You think 100?
I was going like 101, like maybe like turkey or something.
I'll go back and revisit it, and it might be like might be 100 to 105 instead of 105 to 110.
Yeah. This is going to be fun because I have
think
no
they're
idea.
I think they're all pretty low proof.
Well, you never know because we did warm the palate up, so sometimes that can be deceiving. And none of these are striking me so far as high proof. I think 2's higher proof, but I don't think it's much higher. It's got a little bit nicer of a finish. Still both taste like bourbon, even though on the nose I thought maybe 2 was a rye, but I don't think so. Are any of these standing out to you guys right now?
I've only tasted one, and I'm on number 2 right now.
Okay. Nothing is like jumping
No.
at me.
Nothing has like as a
just woo.
Nothing has like a really overwhelming like palate.
Right.
The noses were actually kind of even close too. Like I was going back and forth between a couple of them just to see like, you know, I got to pick a second and third, you know, which one do I like?
Right.
Kind of thing.
I can't wait till we open the envelope and he'd be like, A, B, and C were all the same.
Or different years of the same thing.
Different years of the same thing. Yeah. That's funny. I don't know. I can't get a read on old Sanch there. Maybe he's a joker and he did something silly here.
On B, I put finished again, double oaked maybe. Like, so far, both of the two I've tasted taste potentially like finished or double oaked.
I don't think anything's above 110 proof, but that's just me. I'm going to give it another look. When I say another look, I mean another taste.
I went back to 1 after 2. It's lower proof, I think, than 2. So I'm gonna go 1. I'm gonna go 1 to 105. I like your little 100 proof thing there. Number 2, it might be 105 to 110. Let me see.
What if it's Weller 12?
It's going to be...
Gosh, if it is, man, it's earthy and dirty. It's weird.
It's not Weller 12. I was just joking. If it is, I'd be really shocked. That's crazy. I'm still thinking of some turkey product.
On what one?
Yeah.
I do get some earth and dirt on some of the, like, you know, 101s and stuff.
Right.
I really don't feel like there's a standout age on any of these.
No.
So far, I've got either non-age stated or like 4 to 6 years, nothing major at all.
Right. Maybe he just has a bunch of stuff that he's not sure if he likes it or not. And he's just like, hey, let's see if these guys like it.
Now, both these so far do taste less grainy
Right.
than that bullet bottled and bond that we did. And that bottled and bond was 7 years.
That's right.
But I still don't think, I think these are still either non-age stated or very low. But they do taste less grainy than that bullet.
Right. Man, I think C's got like a cinnamon and vanilla baked good kind of thing going on. Finish is not strong on any of these.
No. I'm trying to do the palate.
Yep.
Like ordering, and I'm having a hard time.
It's tough. The stakes must be very low.
I gotta get these in order for palate.
I think I have my order, but I'm really kind of shocked that I can't pick more out of these. I got predominant tasting notes for each, but yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of wondering if these are favorites or not. Like, I don't think these are favorites. I think he's pulling a fast one on us.
Well, I do have good news.
What's that?
Early Times Bottled and Bond Black Cap.
Yeah.
This went for 70 plus a label.
Ooh. How many of those you have?
I was going to list a bunch anyway recently or soon, so I'm very happy about that.
Bro, I still remember when I was in Total Wine.
Go ahead.
I'm in Total Wine, and there's a guy that walks in, and I don't know him in terms of, usually sometimes you can see the bourbon people, and you're like, oh, I know this person. I don't know him, whatever. He had them get the forklift and go over and pull the Early Times Bottled and Bond stacks off of the shelf because he was buying all of them before they were discontinued. And I remember sitting there and going, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen, that this guy is buying stacks of these bottles, because I liked stuff, but I didn't think it was going to be something that people wanted that much. Boy, was that wrong. But anyway, I was there when the guy cleared the shelf. I think he got like 4 or 5 cases.
Dang.
I have at least 4 cases, I think.
There you go. Well, if you need an Early Times Black Cap for 70 plus label.
What's crazy though, man, is I'll pull that out in a pocket pour blind.
Right.
People will think I'm pouring like a $300, $400 bourbon.
Always, yeah.
It's wild.
It's good.
It's wild, man.
And we tasted.
What was it? How much was it when it was off?
$30.
That's all that.
Yeah, I think it started at $24.99.
No, that started at 2022, but when I bought them, they were about 30. I paid 30, 35, 33 somewhere plus tax.
That's how I know that my palate hasn't always been crap, because when I first bought that bottle, I think it was $23. I bought it and I drank it and I thought it was really good, but I didn't like tell anybody because I wasn't really like doing bourbon media or anything else. I just may have said, yeah, I endorse when I see like somebody else say it's good. Mm-hmm. And I maybe just bought one backup, and I think even right now I might have 2 bottles total, just 2 bottles stashed away. So, but I really do wish that I had like a case of that stashed. Yeah. Even some like Old Forester, when 1920, was it 1920? When that came out, it tasted better than it tastes now.
Prohibition.
Dude, I've still got
Old school.
3 bottles of 1910
Yeah.
from 4 or 5 years ago. Tastes way better than the new 1910.
Oh, yeah. All the Whiskey Row stuff was better back then.
So I'm on number 3 right now.
Okay.
That to me tastes like a Wild Turkey 101.
Really? Okay.
Weird.
Isn't that nuts? What if it's 3 Wild Turkey products?
How about that?
What would they be, though?
What if it gave us like the last 3 renditions of 101?
There you go. These are easy to sip. There's nothing wrong with them, but they're not like, they're so similar.
They're all subtle.
They're subtle. They're all very subtle, yeah. It's like a test of like picking out the nuance. If one of these is Blanton's, the next time I see Sanch, I'm going to tackle him. He's like, hey, what'd you think of the blind? Boom. Tackled on the pavement. Lawsuits filed.
I've got my order, proof, and age.
So I'm doing my order right now.
Okay.
And not to be totally generic, I am literally all of these. I am 1 to 105 on 2 of them and 105 to 110, and I'm 5 to 7 years or non-age stated. So I'm not trying to be totally generic, but none of these, like, nothing stands out to me.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I can't be, I don't know.
This is a true test of palates now, because these aren't like things that, I mean, I don't think any of these I'm sipping at home or sipping on a podcast. So that's one thing that's unique about this.
That middle one is just a little bit richer, syrupy,
Right?
a little bit different.
Right?
The middle one's a little bit richer and syrupy.
Yep. I agree. You still think they're finished, though? I don't think so anymore.
Now that I've tasted that middle one again, I'm going to say it's either finished or it's craft.
Okay.
Because it's got some richness, some sweetness to it.
Nobody needs any more. Oh, geez, I forgot to hit record. I'm kidding. After that happened a couple weeks back, I'm just going to have fun with it. Kenny's face, you should have seen it. It was kind of like, he made a face, but...
I listened to that episode the other week, and I was like, I even forgot about that until that happened. I was like, it's like,
We're professionals.
That was rough.
Yeah.
That was rough. But it still came out okay.
Yeah.
Considering
We had
that
the first run through.
Yeah, we had
and then we made it better on the second time.
the first run through would have been literally viral gold. So we lost
it would have been, yeah, it was good.
So that
We
was our
lost
one
that.
chance at getting viral.
That's true, yeah.
One chance fancy.
Me looking forward to in the next couple of weeks. We'll be talking also. So we talked about the Kentucky Senator pick. We also got a Knob Creek pick. So we got to see. We'll let you know about that Knob Creek. Hopefully it's great. I'm hoping it's great.
I totally forgot about that. This is Liquor Box, right?
So by the time when
Bluegrass Liquor Box.
Yeah. So when we're recording this, we haven't done the pick yet.
Right.
But once this airs, we'll have already done the pick. But I'm hoping it's good, man. Because out of 3 of the Knob Creek picks I've been on, I've only bought 1 of the 3 bottles.
Okay.
So I'm really hoping this is a good Knob Creek.
Well, breaking news before we get to the talking about our age-proof distillate. We actually, Kenny,
Might as well talk about it because it's coming up.
Just got in the Club Blue. Blue Label. The Blue Label. This is small batch Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey finished with ex-tequila oak and cherry wood staves. Mm-hmm. So we told y'all after we did the review of the first Club Blue bottle that we would be doing the blue one blind. So that's going to be coming soon. And when we do this, I'm going to bring blinds from my house, 3 blinds, and we are going to have for Kenny. And then Kenny's going to blind me and Steven with 3 blinds from his house.
Okay. So we'll have a flight of 4.
A flight of 4, completely blind. And I'm excited because the back of this label says, we begin with high rye barrel-aged bourbon whiskey and then specifically finish it using ex-tequila oak and cherrywood staves for richness and flavor. The result is a complex spirit, ripe with notes of bright cherry cola, savory caramel, marshmallow, and vibrant cacao. If that's the case, I'm going to like this.
To be continued.
To be continued.
Yeah, I went there for a tour last week.
Okay, and we don't want to hear anything about it, but besides...
But I was offered some of that as part of the tasting.
Yeah.
I avoided it.
Yep.
Because the first time I'm going to taste that is going to be in a flight of 4.
That's going to be awesome. So we got a sealed bottle sitting here ready for a future episode. It's going to be soon. Yep.
All right, boys, you ready?
I think so. I think it's time for us to do age-proof distillate. I wish that we had more of the back and forth that we did on previous blinds episodes, but I feel like these are all 3 just kind of interesting. I want to be surprised by this, though.
I do
Like,
too.
I hope they're,
I do too. I hope it's like something like, oh crap, that was that.
I thought maybe like Elijah Craig 18 could be in here or something like that. Or maybe my Jim Beam, my beloved Jim Beam 16 year, but I don't think so.
This could be something crazy like that.
Could be, but I don't know because they don't.
This could be like Elijah Craig 1890 proof.
That could be, but it doesn't taste
don't
like
get- I don't
any
get
of these
crazy
carrying
oaked.
the age. Yeah,
I don't get
getting
oaked.
the age.
But
Well, gentlemen, do we want to go overall 1, 2, 3, or you want to go
I would say
Nose, palate.
we'll do first place, second place, third place.
overall?
Yeah.
Okay. Anthony, which is your third place?
Third place for me was the A pour, the first pour A.
That is my third place today as well.
Mine was B.
Okay, that's fine.
Thank you.
You are still allowed to be on here.
Hey, tell him what he's wanting, Larry. You know, just kidding.
A new car.
A new car. Hey. How about a new car?
So, Kenny, what is your B?
I'm taking one
your
last sip.
second.
One last sip.
Okay, I can tell you what my second.
No,
place
I
is.
asked Kenny.
Okay, all right. Oh, well, yeah.
My second place.
Second place.
Didn't you do last place, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did last place.
All right, so second place for me is C, the far right.
Okay.
C3.
Wow, we are split up on this, I think.
Second place for me is C.
Wow. Okay, I had B as my second place.
Yep. So I am barely first place. But that's the thing. All three of these are so close.
Yep.
But I am C, the middle glass B is my first place by a little bit.
I have A as first place.
Oh wow.
Well, there's only one left, so come on.
I have C as first place, and you have it as second, right?
All right, so go over your order. Anthony, go 1, 2, 3.
So I went in opposite. I went C first, B second, and A third.
Kenny?
I went B, C, A.
I went A, C, B.
Wow.
But when I say that these are literally almost like
Pulling hairs.
pulling hairs,
Isn't that saying?
splitting hairs.
Splitting hairs.
Pulling
pulling.
hairs. Pulling hairs
I'll
is
pull the
sensual.
hairs.
That's
It's all
sensual.
pain. It's all painful.
Pain.
So I mean,
Pain. Split
Pulling
and pull.
hairs.
especially those nose hairs. When you get them, you just yank them out.
You can only get this kind of
Put the
dynamic.
5-finger necklace on. That's a little sensual.
Is that like this? And you're like,
Gentlemen,
oh, I'm sorry. What?
do
We
you-
got distracted.
do you want to do age proof distillate because I have the envelope
Well,
of
I am
fate.
literally, for me, last A and C, I put 1 to 105, 5 to 7 are non-age stated, and I put 105 to 110 on my glass B. I think he's messing with us, dude.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go A, B, C. So A, I put 105, 6
Yep.
to 7. B, I put 110, 4 to 5.
Okay.
And C, I put 105, 4. 105 proof 4 year.
Yeah.
Okay.
B tastes just a tiny bit higher proof, barely.
Tiny
Barely.
No, I thought
I think he's
A.
messing with us, dude.
You think so? I said A was 6 years old and 100 to 105 proof. B was, I said 110 proof, 5 to 7 years old.
Okay.
And then C, the one I picked number one, I said was 95 to 100, and I said 8 years old. So
Oh, okay.
that's where I'm at.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got the oldest of us.
Yeah. Here we go. Envelope time.
Nervous about this.
I hope he has a narrative in here too. There's something I could read, except for just a picture of the thing. This is very nerve-wracking because it's handwritten. This looks like it's handwritten. Handwritten, ladies and gentlemen. Double blind bonanza. First of all, oh gosh, here we go. Are you ready?
Why did powder fall out of that envelope?
That's
You guys are not going to believe this.
Is there ricin?
This is you're not going to believe this, okay? He said, first of all, I appreciate the opportunity to provide these samples. These 3 whiskeys are easily findable. None of them are unicorns, but the whole point of this blind is an exercise to evaluate them on their own merit,
Nice.
irrespective of availability and price. These 3 samples belong to the same distillery.
Yes.
They tasted somewhat. I thought.
Yeah,
they
there was nothing really different
Right.
about them.
Similar proof, not the same. Decent age, but they differ in their price quite a bit. I bought all of them at MSRP. I think the mash bills are different. Enjoy, you guys are the best.
Oh wow.
Sanch, are you ready?
Go. You going to go in order ABC?
Oh, we are so wrong about the age on all these guys.
That's awesome.
Oh,
On
no.
all of them. Ready? So these are things that most of us have not sipped a ton. So here we go. Sample A. Ready? Baker's 13-year single barrel 2024. 107 proof, $150.
Oh my gosh!
So that's Baker's 13. You ready?
Wow.
I said 5 to 7 years.
Right,
That's a 6 to 7.
I said what? I said 5 to 7 too. I think.
Well, I had
Or
105
6.
proof, so
I said
that's
6
good.
years. Yeah,
Got the proof
exactly.
ready.
Proof was we were okay on the proof. Sample B, Knob Creek 12-year 100 proof, $65. Right.
And that one, I thought would taste at a higher proof than the other one.
Right. We thought that was more rich and everything like that.
I did not get the peanutty on a Knob Creek.
I didn't
at
get
all
peanut- I didn't get-
whatsoever. Zero.
We got the earthy dirt on the first one.
Yeah, I did get earthy dirt. I
Yeah.
did get earthy dirt.
Yeah. Which sometimes. Sample C, here we go. Knob Creek 18-year, first batch from 2022.
Oh my gosh.
$150 at Costco, he said. So for me, Knob Creek 18 was number 1.
What's the proof on that?
That was he didn't have the proof, but isn't it 100 proof?
Is Knob Creek 18 100
I
proof?
think it's 100 proof. I'm pretty sure it is. He didn't put
Okay.
proof on there. Why didn't he put the proof on there? You have to Google that real quick.
What was the age on B?
That is 12 years, 100 proof.
Oh, it's 12 years.
Yep.
Holy crap.
Oh my gosh, just amazing that he did this. Knob Creek, which is not a distillery.
Knob Creek 18 is 100
at
proof.
Jim Beam, it's 100 proof. So here we go. These are all 100 proof, except for A, which is 107 proof, which is a Baker's. So for me, 18-year Knob Creek was number 1. Knob Creek 12 was number 2. And Baker's 13 was number 3.
Baker's finished last for me.
Baker's finished last for you, too. Where'd Baker's finish for you, Stephen?
Number
First.
1.
Number 1.
And then Knob Creek 18 was 2.
2.
And then Knob Creek 12 was 3.
Okay. And where'd you put Knob Creek? 12.
I did Knob Creek 12 was my first place barely.
Okay.
And then it was Knob Creek 18, and then Baker's was barely last.
Wow.
But I said they were all.
Wow.
But I said they were all. They were splitting hairs. They were so close.
Right.
What's wild is we all thought they were. That's why I said he was messing with us.
Man, we thought
Yeah,
they
Because
were
they
way
all taste
younger
like
than
the
they were.
exact same distillate. Though.
Right.
I'm just blown away by the age.
Me too.
Me
These
too.
were not oaky like that.
They did not. When
They weren't astringent and they weren't oaky at all whatsoever.
You know, when you proof down oaky whiskeys, I don't know. I guess maybe it's what, you never know. It tasted different. And the other thing I would say is, look how nice Sanch's handwriting is.
Dang.
Holy cow.
Looks like one of those fonts you just print out and it looks like handwriting.
He can't be a doctor.
no way he's a
dude.
doctor.
No
way.
way.
Yep.
It looks like one of those window advertisements I get in the mail.
Yeah.
He had his secretary write that.
He had to. There's no way. So we just got an exercise in Jim Beam.
Yeah, we did.
We got proofs right.
We got proof
And
right.
that is it.
That's it. Age, we could not guess the age on these. And
I didn't even guess distillate.
right. We didn't get, none of us guessed this lid.
No.
I didn't do distillate.
But you know what? I said wild turkey once or twice. And that's the same mash bill as Knob Creek, right?
So what does that
No,
say
wild-
about that? We got the proof, but not the age. We thought the age was way younger than what it actually was. Does that say anything overall?
That's an interesting point.
I would say it's a good job on their blending because it's not over oaked or tannic at all.
Right.
But I mean, we're talking. We didn't get the age by anything close.
Right. You know what though? Like I think that's actually like Kenny just said. I think it's a testament to the blending, but also when you get to a lower proof at a higher age, it kind of washes away some of that flavor that you get at a higher proof and a higher age. You know what I'm saying? Like if Knob Creek 18 at, do you remember we did a medicinal whiskey thing at 20 years, 120 proof, how flavorful that whiskey was? The Knob Creek 20 at 120
Yes.
proof was
Yeah.
so
It was
flavorful.
good.
It was so good. I could not pick this out. This is amazing. It's a Knob Creek extravaganza. It's not a bourbon extravaganza.
I don't know if I'm
Knob Creek.
upset because all of our ages are kind of that almost below that $50, $70 threshold.
Right.
And-
Well, I'm not upset about like guessing the age wrong. That means that they blended good. But what I will say that's eye opening to me on this is I thought all these were just like okay.
Right.
These were that just goes to show that I 100% would not pay what these things even sell for at retail.
Right.
Because if we think about that Evernorth Essence, that $70 Green River one-off special
Right.
barrel pick that just totally crushes these in flavor, and that's $65. There's no way I pay $150 for this and $200 for this, and so
Well, what I'm saying is that if I'm spending, some of these are expensive in the $150,
Yeah.
and I'm tasting it here, and I'm thinking it's a 4-year, 6-year thing. I feel like I'm kind of getting ripped off almost. Not ripped off, but like I'm almost hoping I could guess it was in the 8 to 10 year range at least.
Right.
To have some of those flavors. I based my age range on kind of what I thought I tasted youth wise.
That's why we're blind though, dude.
Yeah.
That's why I always push blinding so hard.
Dude, I mean, honest to God, so I have a bottle of Baker's 13 at home, okay?
Well, apparently I like it more than you.
Hey, if you wanted it, it's yours. I never got a Knob Creek 18, I don't think. I ever bought one. And then a Knob Creek 12.
I have two Knob Creek 12s.
Knob Creek 12 is a pretty solid pour. And I think, didn't we review Knob Creek 12 when it first came out, Steven? I think it was all the way back when Michael was still on the podcast. We may have reviewed a Knob Creek 12, and I think we liked it. But again, 100 proof at 12 years for $65 is a lot different than 18-year 100 proof for $150. And the Bakers,
the episode 21 was Knob Creek.
But this just ties
12 was episode 21.
To me, this just ties in back to our previous episode from last week.
Right.
From the standpoint of like, are things, is the bourbon bust? Is it booming? Is the booming dead? Is there a bust? Now that I've had these blind, I mean, I wouldn't pay this much money for those.
I don't think so either. Yeah.
And that's a testament to also what the distilleries are putting out. You know, we want big flavor if we're going to spend big money.
Right. Absolutely.
Right.
And the sad part is Knob Creek, like we've said many times before, those 120 proof 13 to 16-year-old picks that were regular.
That were $60.
They were even cheaper than that. I think the first one they were $55.
Yeah.
Those were so good compared to what they did. They pulled it back. They flavored them down. Watered them down with less flavor. Flavored them down. They weren't trying to do that. This is a result of what you get now, is that you get, I mean, honestly, a bunch of distillate. That's a sad and eye-opening part, is that these all tasted pretty similar. We could find subtle nuances in each of them, but they all tasted pretty similar. And it's funny that the highest proof one for me finished last. And at that 18 that I didn't spend the money on finished first. But again, does it matter where they finished at? Would you buy any of them? You know what? When I see Sanch again, I'm going to have to ask him, would you buy any of these again?
You know, well, we needed to do this. So that was sample C.
Right.
Keep that C over there.
Right. I will.
And we will do the OGD 16.
Yep.
We will do an Elijah Craig 18.
Oh, yeah. That'd be good. That'd be a really good comparison.
So we'll do a Knob Creek 18, OGD 16, and Elijah Craig 18.
That would be a good blind
one episode.
That'd be really
Let's
good
do that.
blind. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Steven, anything else? You just shocked over there?
Yeah. I don't know if I'm just disappointed that we all guess young and it's actually older. And I know Kenny says it's a good job of blending, but I feel like I want it more from it.
Well, but the young versus older just shows, I mean, it does not taste over oaked at all.
No, it does not. No, you're right.
So
100%.
They did a good job on blending, you know?
Okay.
But think about this, okay? Pappy 15 is 107 proof.
Yeah.
And then you get to the 20 and 23-year-old. Those things, if they were not proofed down to where they're at, would probably be massively oaky and weird, probably toothpicky. And so that's when you blend and you proof down, you're gonna wash away some of that oak characteristic that we missed. So I think that's where you're at, man.
Maybe they proofed it down too much.
Maybe that's it. And then when I see Sanch, I'm going to tackle him again. This is cruel. This is cruel and unusual. No, man, we really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for sharing this.
Always
fun blind.
We all thought that they were around the same type stuff.
Yep.
Didn't realize it was like higher end stuff.
Yeah. We were all right in the proof range. I said none of these are above 110 proof, and they were not.
That's funny.
Good deal.
Boom.
And with that, thanks for listening to this episode. Please like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at The Mashup KY.
Don't forget to visit our partner, bourbonoutfitter.com. Enter code The Mashup for a special discount.
Also,
head on over to our partner, the Woodwork Collective, at woodworkcollective.shop. Enter code MASHUP for a 15% discount.
Also, let us know your thoughts as bottom in the comment section. Until next time, keep it neat.